In the ongoing saga of Disney Knows Best, the House of Mouse once again finds itself at odds with its own fan base and yet again proves that pandering to the woke mob has been far more important to them than producing quality content. I'm Troy from Marks on Media, and today we're talking about how Disney is blaming their failures on racist and sexist fans again.
Another one. Another one.
Now, on with the story. The link to the article I'm covering can be found in the video description. According to an article on Hollywood in Toto, Disney seems to have declared war on its fans. You know, again.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Accusing them of being racist and sexist for daring to criticize the company's questionable creative decisions. Disney's latest foray into fan shaming comes on the heels of accusations that the company is pandering to the woke crowd at the expense of storytelling and character development. Fans who voiced their concerns about the direction of their favorite franchises have been met with accusations of racism and sexism, effectively silencing any dissenting opinions. Take a look at the article. Disney exec blames woes on racist, sexist fans. Newsletter reveals corporate arrogance behind Mouse House's fall.
Sheer hubris.
Stock woes, box office flops, Wish, Haunted Mansion, The Marvels, theme park struggles, beloved brands struggling for relevancy after years of cultural dominance, Indiana Jones, Pixar, Star Wars, the MCU.
Going down and down and down, and the Bob Igers are like, no, what's going on with my stars?
What went wrong? The company's hard left turn, for starters. Disney declared war on popular Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, pushing a not-so-secret gay agenda and embracing DEI principles behind closed doors.
Our leadership over there has been so welcoming to my not at all secret gay agenda. Wherever I could, just basically adding queerness.
Yet, the company may not be listening to fans, all but shouting for the Mouse House to course correct and fast. What's truly ironic about Disney's stance is its hypocrisy. While the company preaches inclusivity and diversity, it seems to have no qualms about alienating a significant portion of its fan base in the name of political correctness.
Not a great plan.
This begs the question, who is Disney really trying to please? Bulwark cultural editor Sonny Bunch shared a snippet from a recent Puck newsletter suggesting Team Disney isn't about to change its ways. The teaser comes from Matt Bellani of Puck News fame, who spoke with an unnamed Disney executive on the company's woes. Said executive blamed consumers, not the company, for its problems. Audiences are too sexist, racist, etc. to embrace Disney's product. It's not us, it's you, racist.
Am I so out of touch? No, it's the children who are wrong.
Let's take a look at what Matt Bellani's newsletter has to say about what Disney executives truly believe. Spoiler alert, it's insane how out of touch these people are.
I think you're all f***ed in the head.
Everyone says, it's the movies, stupid, which is an easy thing for people to say. More appealing movies are a great way to jump the political issues, but more and more, our audience, or the segment of audience that has been politicized, equate the perceived messaging in a film as a quality issue. They won't say they find female empowerment distasteful in The Marvels or Star Wars, the latest trilogy, starring Daisy Ridley, but they will say they don't like those movies because they are bad. So, make better movies becomes code for make movies that conform to regressive gender stereotypes or put men front and center in the narrative.
Everything that guy just says is bullshit.
These people really are this thick-headed, aren't they?
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
None of these arguments are even logical. Fans of Star Wars never complained about Leia, Padme, or Ahsoka. Fans of Marvel never complained about Black Widow or Scarlet Witch. Films like the Terminator franchise that heavily pushed Sarah Connor as a badass female action movie character, the Alien franchise that heavily pushed Ellen Ripley as a badass female action movie character, the Hunger Games that heavily pushed Katniss Everdeen as a badass female action movie character, and the list goes on. It's not putting badass female characters in films that pisses the fans off. It's putting female and minority characters in a film, holding down or completely erasing the white or male characters to make the new characters look better, and also giving the new, more diverse characters no character arc, character development, and weak explanation on why they're so overpowered. Nerdronic has touched on this before, as others have, but these are boy brands. They have always been boy brands. That doesn't mean you can't have strong female characters, like I mentioned with Star Wars and Marvel. What it does mean is that if you are no longer targeting boys who always like these brands and you are pushing them to be girl brands, you will inevitably fail.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Which Disney has been doing. The article touches a little bit on that as well, except critics aren't so keen on Disney's recent product either. Films like Wish, The Marvels, and Haunted Mansion all fared poorly at Rotten Tomatoes. Others earned more positive reviews, but hardly the kind of raves past Disney products earned. Skipping down the article a bit, if last year's Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny trailer looked exciting, few would have connected the sequel to Disney's ongoing woes. It didn't. The film proved to be a flop based on its gargantuan budget, $300 million versus $383 million worldwide gross.
My God.
To be honest with you, I watched Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, and I didn't hate it as much as I thought I would.
This guy.
It was entertaining. Phoebe Waller-Bridge's character, if you say you remember the character's name, you're absolutely lying.
I wouldn't lie to you. Well, that's a lie. Huh.
Was completely insufferable throughout about 90% of the movie. However, I'm not sure if she was meant to be an insufferable piece of garbage that gets somewhat of a redemption at the end, so I'm holding that critique. But let's finish up this article with the final section, putting an exclamation point on all of this. Disney, come see our films, Mr. and Mr. Racist.
That's racist.
Disney still has considerable assets to build a comeback upon, including future sequels, Moana 2, Inside Out 2, Toy Story 5, effective belt-tightening measures, and allegiances to the video game revolution. Blaming audiences for the company's problems, especially suggesting naysayers are bigots, hardly seems like the best way to heal the company's financial wounds. If one unnamed executive is saying it, chances are he or she is hardly alone.
You're so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
The article's author, Christian Toto, is trying to paint a rosy picture of hope for Disney's future, but he's also being realistic that they can release all the content they want, good, bad, or somewhere in between, but as long as they keep talking trash to their audience, no one will be buying it.
Nobody.
In response to Disney's heavy-handed tactics, fans have taken to social media multiple times to voice their discontent, with fans sharing their frustration and calling out Disney for its hypocrisy and lack of respect for its fan base.
Thank you, doctor. Take 2 of these and call me in the morning.
They're also just not going to see these films in theaters and not watching their shows on Disney+. The article also mentions other YouTube channels that have been pointing this stuff out for years, fighting the good fight, like, as I mentioned earlier, Nerdrotic, The Critical Drinker, The Quartering, and Film Threat.
Cool. Cool.
As Disney continues to alienate its fan base in pursuit of woke points and corporate profits, one thing is clear: the House of Mouse has lost touch with its roots.
You contribute nothing to society.
Instead of embracing creativity and diversity of thought, Disney has chosen to pander to the vocal minority at the expense of its loyal fans.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for them.
It's time for Disney to listen to its fans and remember what made it great in the first place: creativity, storytelling, and above all, respect for its audience. You may not like the fans you got, but these are the people who brought you to the dance, so to speak, and they're the only ones who will keep your coffers full.
Money, please. My money.
Bottom line, don't bite the hands that feed.
Why aren't you more ashamed of yourself?
Comment with your thoughts on all of this. Are you black-pilled on Disney at this point? Are you hoping that they just keep making more bombs until they go bankrupt? Do you think this kind of fan-hating goes deep within the Walt Disney Corporation? Or do you think it's only a select few people? If you've turned away from Disney, is there any way that they can win back your business? Let me know down in the comment section. Also, please share this video around to everyone you know, and don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the little bell to be notified every time we post brand new content. I've been Troy from Marks on Media, and we'll see you next time.